dates back to the invasion of Norway.
All the way to Vancouver, that's where they're living now.
As it is part of our medieval defensive system, up there is a spike portcullis or drop gate. That was built around 1326 and weighs 1.5 tons. Now, these are our guard rooms. These have been manned by us, the young warders, for about 700 years. Strangely, we have had a few occurrences in this one here. This is where we work on a day-to-day basis, and there was, particularly some years ago, before I actually got here, just like to make way for my beautiful daughter though, just going back to work. The ghost of my daughter, I was told not to embarrass her, but I ignored that completely. No. So I kind of thought, okay, let's do it at night time. Yeah, it's a ghostly band, it's not just us. We will alternatively become ghostly at the Tower of London. And so I went to the same spot to try and prove it. And I took a photograph of the daytime. All people like that. You've got to imagine that it didn't look like this now and change it back to a period when it was totally and utterly different. The steps are Victorian, the ground would have been a lot lower, there would have been a building over here completely, and the steps would have been somewhere around here, okay, in this early period, where they would have come through the water area, through the upper River Thames, either their trials at the Guildhall or the Palace of Westminster and stuff. So you imagine the experience of them being brought into this dark, dingy, smelly tower, full of old, smelly young warders. There's no change to this place. They would have come through here and landed here, and then they would have been taken into the inner sanctum of the Tower of London, guarded by young warders and guards and stuff like that. They would have been quite petrifying for them. But that's the type of thing you see nowadays.
Main gate.
Yeah, I thought so too.
You need a flag's a bit crap.
I thought not talking about ravens. Okay, I'll just stop here for a moment. I just want to show you that the infamous Bloody Tower and its phases of build, because it's had several phases of build. But the bottom part you can see is fairly original, as you can see by the rough stonework. And then you've got the first floor where Sir Walter Raleigh was kept a prisoner. He was kept in there for about 9.5 years of life, not 13 years. He was kept in some other towers on the north side. They've been knocked down and rebuilt subsequently. But about 9.5 years he spent in there. And then if you look at the second window at the top, you'll see there's a distinct traffic going past my house, and I come here and it's just like peaceful, tranquility, quietness, the odd siren, helicopter, or Dave in the background. and so, obviously what you see in the front there is William Conqueror's Norman Keep. It took about 20 years to build. Probably never saw it built, to be honest with you. His son probably did, but he never saw it built completely. Everything was only built their lives here at the Tower of London, those poor lost souls. But we're going to put it where the place where Anne Boleyn was executed, in the middle of a parade square over there. You can imagine the officers of the day going, no, you've got you stick that rubbish over there, and that's what they've done. Of course, what did they do then? They stuck it down there, they started bringing visitors into the Tower of London. What a wonderful bit of marketing. I'm just going to talk about the Ravens very, very slightly, because we was going through some form of Gothic revivalism at the time, so they thought to themselves, let's get some ravens in. Let's say these are the lost souls of the dearly departed who were executed here, and that's how the Raven legends have started. Actually, the legends, although they go back a lot further than 1880, actually there were no ravens at the Tower of London before 1880. Kind of a nondescript kind of looking special place. And I couldn't get two ravens past her because she was sitting there, and they're neophobic, they don't like change. So I just turned around to her and I said, excuse me young lady, I said, do you mind just moving over there? I said, I don't mind you watching me put the birds to bed, but just move over there so that they can go past you. So I went and opened up the night box for them to go in. I turned around and she'd gone, completely and utterly gone. And I thought I'd upset her. I didn't want to upset her. So I looked around the whole area around there, couldn't see it at all. And I thought, okay, I'll leave that. So I put the two birds to bed quickly, locked it up, walked through the arch there, walked down Water Lane, nothing. Walked around the tower looking for her, just to apologise to her, apologised to her. Nothing. I never saw her. And I went to put in the mortuary, and obviously they carried out their execution. The body was removed. The raven went back to its normal, natural position. Now I know that that's rubbish, because ravens never leave this area because they're territorial. So where that story comes from, I just don't know. Perhaps I do. Perhaps it was made up. Anyway, and I'll get the Dave, who's our archivist, to take you out to see the ceremony of the keys at about 9:25. He'll be calling for you. They do a charity raffle in there. I don't know if Dave's doing it tonight. You can buy prizes in there if you want to. You don't have to though. But come on, let's go.
There's not a place in all the land like the good old Tower of London, where everything is awfully grand in the glorious Tower of London. For the walls are high and the dungeons deep, refreshments there are very, very cheap, but the beer it is not warranted to keep in the good old Tower of London. Sing hey, sing ho, for the beer in the Tower of London. There's no place on the face of the earth like the Tower of London. If you've never been there, go again. It's a glorious place. Everything old. Now, in the first place, when you visit the Tower of London, it's free. But you have to pay a shilling to go in. And the first ancient item you see is the man that takes the money at the door. Then you pass through the refreshment room, which is the oldest refreshment room in the tower, and the only one. And there's some very ancient items in the refreshment room, such as the buns and ginger beer and the barmaids and whatnot. Good day, ladies. Do you wish to see the tower? Splendid day to see the tower, nice and gloomy. Oh, yes, I can show you around the tower. Of course, I'm not allowed to do so, but I can do so. Now, in the first place, this is the refreshment room. Of course, we'll proceed. Standing with our backs to the refreshment room, we get a lovely view of the tower. Follow me, ladies. Standing with your back to the tower, you get a lovely view of the refreshment room. Now you see a splendid time to see the happy hour. Everything is free, and there's nothing for to pay. But if you haven't got a bob or two, you'd better stay away from the good old Tower of London. Oh.